Hello guys, welcome back to Nordic Hockey Center. My name is Jonathan Lindström. For you that haven't seen me here on the channel before, I'm the head coach here at Nordic Hockey Center. Today we're gonna go through the 5 most crucial exercises, which in my opinion, I believe every single hockey player out there should already be doing if you want to become a great hockey player in your older days. Last part was
Quick side note, the new Hockey Tutorial custom jersey design has been confirmed, and this will be the design that you see both me and Tommy rocking for 2025. Now, this custom design is already available on the store. Some of you have already picked it up, and of course, if you want to pick up any of our other merch, including the I Am Hockey hoodies and also sweatshirts, the Stick Curve t-shirts and hats, the link will be available down below.
First thing is rotator cuffs. There's a lot of shoulder injuries in hockey, especially since we get hit a lot. And when we get hit from side angles and our shoulders often get squished. What we need to work here isn't the outside parts of our shoulders, but the rotator cuffs, which is on the inside by the joints. So when we have strong rotator cuffs, we get less shoulder pain and the shoulder has a harder time of snapping out or just getting injured in general. So we just need a basic cable machine, or we can also use resistant bands. It doesn't have to be as complicated. What we want to do here is set the cable to a level that is elevated with my hand when I have my arm in a 90-degree angle. Here, I'm putting it in my palm, and I want to rotate my wrist a little inwards just to get a better contact with the muscle in the shoulder. We take a step out, and then we lean our body a little to the side, so we twist it over just to get a better stretch in the muscle. Here, I don't want any movement with the elbow out, and I want to be completely still in my upper body. Get a wide stance, and then we pull the cable out, and we go slowly back. Pull it out, and slowly back. And it's really important when we're doing these exercises that we actually feel it in the shoulder. If you feel any other muscle being activated, you're not doing the drill properly. When we also get stronger rotator cuffs, we have an easier time stick handling and also shooting, and we can move the puck easier around us without having to be so tense in our body, which makes us get a more relaxed feeling and be more smooth on the ice. So if we get stronger in our wrists and in our grip, we have a lot easier time of controlling the puck as well. We can grip the stick pretty easily and be very strong in close battles by the boards, etc. And we can also control the blade a lot more. If you look back at the video we did a while ago when we went more into depth with shot power and speed, one of the major things I talked about was tucking this top hand in when we're shooting, because this controls the toe of the blade, and the better control we can get of the blade, the quicker our release gets. This is one of the biggest mistakes I reflect on myself, that I didn't work on this earlier when I was younger. And I've heard it a lot, but they never really went in and told me why it's so important. You're never gonna be able to play hockey at a high level if you're not strong in your lower arms. And when NHL players, SHL players are just in the gym talking shit, whatever, they're never standing still. There's always something involving grip strength or getting stronger in the wrist and forearms. So when we work in the wrist, it's not really important like what part we're working in the forearms and wrist. It's just really important that we activate the whole forearm and the whole wrist. So basically just work around the wrist when you're doing this. So try to go a little in front, on the sides. Try to find every single angle in your wrist so you just get stronger and stronger. Another good thing to do with grip as well is just holding on to weights, or maybe doing dead hangs and just gripping for as long as you can to build up that grip strength. Another thing is skating squats. And I think every player should do this. It's a really good movement to work the right muscles in your legs. But there's a lot of different ways of doing a skater squat. We can do it with normal reps, just going up and down. We can do it also with static holds, where we hold it at a half position for 3 seconds. We can also do the static holds with just adjusting and moving the knee forward a slight bit, just to work another part of the hip. But this translates very well out on ice when we want to become a faster skater. So I suggest everybody to start doing this. So the next exercise is to exercise our obliques. So the oblique is the ab muscle located on the sides of our torso. This muscle helps a lot with balance out on the ice, and also a lot with our shot power. This is a movement that Connor Bedard does, Connor McDavid, almost all elite players out there. They work their obliques in different ways, of course, but this is a really good exercise to set an example. And when I'm saying it, I'm actually tired too. Shit, I'm still a little worn out from the skater squats. Nah, fuck. Professionals up here. Only professionals. So you can grip this a little how you want yourself, but what I usually do is cross my fingers together so I have an even and firm grip. Here, take a few steps back, you get a wide stance, press your kneecaps out a little. You want to sit down, have the weight on your heels, chest up. Here, we're gonna start rotating with our torso, and I pull it in and squeeze. And when we're working our abs, we want to squeeze in when we breathe out. So I breathe in and then squeeze, just so we have a lot better contact with the muscle. And a good thing to keep in mind when we're doing this drill is that we're not pulling with the arms or the shoulders, we're pulling with the obliques. So you need to feel it in the muscle here, just the same as with the shoulders. So I'm still riled up because Chris doesn't give me any rest in between these sets. But the next thing we're gonna walk through is mobility drills. This is really crucial, especially the hip mobility, because if our hips aren't mobile enough, we can't take our strides out on the ice the way we want them. We have a hard time opening our hips and also a very hard time getting in the correct stance. So a thing that happens when we have short hips and we're getting low in our skating stance is that we can't arch our back enough. What happens then is that our knees fold back and we don't get as deep of a stance and we're not getting the same glide and acceleration going forward. So to get fast on the ice, we need to lift our chest in front of us and get the knees as far forward as we can. So now I'm even more worn out, so this stretch is called the Galley stretch. It's a very common and known stretch around different sports and between hockey players. This mobility drill, I want all players to do before their ice sessions, do it at least once a day. Even me, after I've stopped playing hockey, I still do it regularly. And this is also gonna make us a lot less prone to injuries. So shoulder injuries are very common, but also hip injuries. Happens to a lot of players. Hope these tips really help you guys out there and start doing them now if you haven't done it before, if you want to keep playing hockey at a higher level the older you get.